Hey there guys, Rob here with Deluks Gaming, and I have a confession. Once again, I'm irrationally obsessed over a game that I thought would be just a silly gimmick. However, after a week of messing with it, I have to admit that it is actually pretty darn good. And with that, I warmly welcome you to the world of Kingdom. Developed by Noio and Licorice in the Netherlands and Iceland, Kingdom is a 2D side-scrolling empire-building tower defense game that is super simple to learn and play, but very difficult to master and win. I think the key to Kingdom is to always remember that this is a game. What do I mean by that, you ask? Well, if you approach this as though the AI is assumed to behave like a real human would, you will leave this behind feeling frustrated and angry. But if you treat this as a game and try to understand what all of the parts of it do, regardless of what you think it should do, you will find this challenging yet, I think, really quite entertaining. Now, just to clarify, I do not fully understand how everything works in this game, nor am I going to go out of my way to research it, because I think in a title like this, there's a real element of satisfaction in discovering all of the little secrets that's contained within. Okay, no more talking in riddles. We're actually just going to play the game, and I'm going to show off some of the things I do know, and of course, we're all going to experience the things I don't know, and I'm probably going to lose, but that's one of the wonderful things about a lot of the games I play is usually in the end, the goal is just to lose and to hopefully lose gracefully, but that usually doesn't happen. But we're going to do our best, and who knows, we may even win. I doubt it. Either way, I don't think we're going to be able to finish a game in one episode. I don't know if this is going to be a series or not. It just depends on whether or not you guys want to see more. It can kind of get drawn out, but I don't know. We could just lose really quickly here. So anyway, let's show off the game. Okay, here we go. So apparently we're going to start with Queen this time. So it seems like random, like you get your starting character is either a king or a queen. And I think there's different races too. Like you can be African American or you can be Caucasian. And it seems totally random. So I'm not sure exactly how that's chosen, but it looks like I get to be a queen this time. So yeah, interesting. I don't mind being a queen Rob of Deluxia. I love it. But now let's go over the controls really quickly. So, ooh, look at this Kingdom. See, isn't that pretty? It's a very pretty game for a pixel art game. It's very beautiful. You can actually see the reflections in the water down below. It looks really neat in the fog. It looks gorgeous in the deer. It's quite pretty. So the controls, A and D to move left and right, and W and S to either give or take coins. Now, if I want to run, I can double hit the D or double hit the A. Now, you can only run for so long before your horse kind of gives up, and it'll force you to walk very, very slowly. So to put money into an object to build it, of course, I can hit the W key, or sorry, it's all the S key. Sorry, I apologize. The S key. And as you can see, they built a little place. Now, if I want somebody to work for me, I have to throw them a coin like a British lord would do. Come work for me, boy. Go collect that thing. And we can, of course, put money into the bow station here to actually have the bow crafter craft a bow for my new guy, who will go out and hunt things like rabbit and deer, which will produce money. See, watch, he'll hit the rabbit. Oh, so close. Maybe he won't hit the rabbit. He will eventually. I can come back to him. He will collect those coins, and then, of course, I can use those coins to do things like buy a hammer that one of my guys will go and collect the hammer and become a builder. Now, a builder will do things like build walls for the empire. So right now we don't really have much of an empire. We just have, I don't know, just a bow maker and a hammer maker. So we're actually going to go over here and we're going to build a wall. Now everything is basically, you have three controls. You have A, D, and S. That's it. That's it. And you actually cannot perform any combat maneuvers yourself. Everything is all done by your people. So you are just well, in this case, I'm the queen. I am the queen. And it looks like my crown's different. I'm sure of it. I'm sure I have a tiara this time, whereas last time I had a crown. Really bizarre. So, yes, my little hunter, he is off. He's collecting money by destroying, or by hunting deer and rabbit. And, oh, look, I found a camp. So I can actually throw some coins to these boys and, of course, recruit them. Now, half the battle in this game is just making sure you have enough people to perform all the duties you need to have done. And a big part of that is making sure that, of course, your hunters are hunting enough creatures. Oh, look, another camp. Wow, is that 3 camps? I think that was 3 camps. That's pretty impressive, actually. 3 camps to the right. So, yeah, oh, I don't have enough money. So, yeah, it costs 1 coin per person to collect a new person. Now, at night, here's the thing. At night, you get attacked. And I'm still trying to understand exactly what kind of creature... Oh, see, I've overextended the use of my horse. My horse needs a few minutes to kind of recover. So you can prevent the horse from getting worn out by, of course, stopping the running and of just resting for a minute. But I get very, very impatient. But I'm generally impatient with games. So, you know, it is what it is. There we go. We can run again. Oh, yes. This hunter's actually doing quite well. So, at night, so you'll notice it's starting to get dark already. Now, darkness... Oh, by day 6 I was rich. I guess I got an achievement there. Okay, so when it starts to get dark out, bad things happen. So there's these portals to the east and the west of us, a ways away, that will spit out these bad guys. And now I'm not quite sure what kind of bad guys they are. So all of your people now, like I said, part of this is playing the game. Of course, you would expect your archers and your builders and stuff to always come back to your little protected area and stay protected and fight bad guys from behind the walls. Now, that doesn't always happen. You have to understand that they do what the programmer has told them to do. So they will come back and stand behind the most outward wall that they have available to them. So in other words, if I built a wall way out here in the middle of nowhere, they will all come and stand behind that wall, regardless of whether or not that is a big wall or a small wall, or whether or not we actually have an archer tower behind it. They will just go to the nearest wall. Now, of course, I can build an archer tower here, but I need 3 coins for that. So we have 5 archers, I think, right now. Now, you want lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of archers. Whereas, and every morning you can collect taxes. And depending on the size of your kingdom, you can collect more taxes. And of course, as your kingdom grows, it opens up different areas of things that you can buy and invest in. In other words, eventually we can have farmers who will collect, of course, farm land for food. And, of course, we can use those farmers. The food is essentially money. Everything's money in this game. That's the only resource that I personally have is money. Now, and everything just translates back into money for the kingdom. And you can only have... What's interesting also is you can only have so much money on you, so you have to chop down trees in order to get access to certain areas. In other words, I can't actually build this wall yet until these trees are chopped down. So now's probably a good time to actually add another builder, but we need to go get more people. We'll add 1 more builder, and then we'll go. So, like I said, we need to have a steady inflow of people in our kingdom. In other words, if we don't have enough archers to man the towers, and we don't have enough builders to build the buildings, our kingdom is pretty much finished. Now, the only way to get new people into your kingdom is with these camps. Now, these camps will generate 2 people per day. Like, every 24 hours, they generate a person. So... It's good to have 3 camps this close, and it's totally, it's procedurally generated. Every game is completely different, and you never know what you're going to start with. We're kind of lucky this game to start with 3 camps that close to civilization, so that means potentially we could have 6 new people a day. I wore my horse out again. We'll talk about this building here in a second. Eventually, when we get enough money, we will put some money into that, and it allows us to actually upgrade our kingdom into stone, because right now we can only upgrade things into wood. Eventually we can go into stone, but we need to actually upgrade that random thing in the middle of the wilderness into a stone building so that we can actually upgrade our civilization into stone. It's bizarre, and none of this is explained to you in the game. Like, you've seen the entire tutorial was the first, 10 seconds of the game. That was it! So, and now we just need to keep collecting money and building up our defenses. Now, of course, we've got these little basic, little spiky wood things as walls, but we can actually upgrade them, and you'll notice our archer is actually taking place inside the tower. That means that archer will no longer go out and hunt. That's why we need to have a constant influx of people into our kingdom. Because eventually we can have three archers per tower. That's the other thing too. Oh, we need to actually build up, and you never have to worry. You're not going to lose any money. Well, you can lose money. Bad guys can actually come and take it from your kingdom, but if it's just, lying around like this, your guys will go and collect it eventually, even if you just leave it behind for now. And that's actually a tactic later on, because you can only carry so much money with you. Eventually, no matter how much money you pick up, it all just ends up in the water. Because, see that bag on the top left? It actually gets full, and then there's nothing you can do. So let's actually add some more archers here. Archers are so key in this game. You just need many, 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 many archers. And then probably tomorrow we can already upgrade our kingdom to the next level. We've actually got a great little scenario here. We've got lots of people nearby. The hunters are hunting lots and lots of deer. We've got some rabbits over here, which is great. I don't know... Oh, bad guy. Ah! Okay, see, this is one of the things I'm talking about. The builder will go out and build, no matter what time of day it is, no matter what kind of danger there is outside of the kingdom. So, as you can see, the builder just lost his hammer. And that hammer cost us 3 gold. So, of course, our only resource being gold is a very valuable commodity. And most of the time, when the bad guys attack one of your guys, they become neutral again, which means you have to buy them too as well. So in other words, losing a guy with a hammer, it could potentially lead to the loss of 4 gold. Eventually you can have farmers, which cost like 5 gold to put together, and that becomes very, very expensive. So you have to watch your money very, very, very carefully, and you have to make sure that you're building at the right times. In other words, if you're going to build buildings, make sure you're building it during the day and there's builders nearby. Otherwise, you know, when we're building out our walls like this, the builders have no problem whatsoever coming out and trying to build walls in the middle of the night. And of course, nighttime is when everybody attacks. Oh, wow, I shouldn't have spent all that money. And you also can't take back anything. See how we built a nice little wall there now? Isn't that nice? So, in other words, we we spent extra money on a few other things there, and we can't take it back. It's done. We built that wall. We built that archer's tower, and there's nothing we can do to take it back. That's the money spent. It's done. So it's unforgiving in that sense. And there's been lots of times in this game where I've built something and I knew I shouldn't have done it the second I hit that button. I knew I should have waited until the next day or not touched it at all, and then I lose all of my builders or something silly, you know? Or I just spent money that I should have been spending. I spent money on something that I should have been spending on more people or whatever, right? You know, it happens all the time. My biggest problem is the horse. I always use the horse way too much, and then, of course... So, yeah, whatever. Anyway, so at the beginning here, we're just trying to build up a crew of people and get lots and lots and lots and lots of archers, and then we're going to start expanding aggressively. And by aggressively, I mean we're going to, of course, build up our kingdom. Oh, look, we can actually have farmers already. So that's what these are. So for 5 gold, we can convert one of our neutral people into a farmer. So a total of 6 gold per farmer, because it's 1 to get the person into our kingdom, and of course 5 gold for the tools so that they can become a farmer. Now, a farmer cannot farm without farmland. And so this would be farmland here. See where that water is draining? This would be farmland, but I don't want to take this territory yet because we will lose the access to that camp. And right now that camp is a very, very easy source of people for us, so we don't want to do that. Let's just go do a little bit of exploration to the left. So yeah, now we built this wall here finally, which is great. Ooh, look, he's making tons of money. Right on. All right. And maybe we'll just take a quick look. It's getting dark, so we've got to get back soon. I just want to take a quick look. Sometimes there's... Oh, no. See, and this is how you can lose a game, like, instantaneously. Like, I overextended the horse, it turns nighttime, and then the bad guys attack, and there's nothing you can do. Remember, you cannot fight yourself. You can't do anything yourself, but give money and take money. That's all you can do, and move. That's it. So, yeah, nighttime, we just kind of lay low, stay in the kingdom, make sure that, we've got enough wine, some vino for everybody to drink in the kingdom. No, really, actually, the archers just need to stand guard. Now, what's funny is that we've got more archers on our right side than we do on our left side. So if somebody attacks from the west, we are more likely to get penetration on the west. I said penetration. Sorry, but we're more likely to get penetrated on the west side because we have far less archers. Now, you have no control over which side that your archers go. You don't. It's completely random. And actually, maybe even not so much. Maybe because our border is closer on the right side or on the east side, our archers are more likely to go to the east side. But I don't know. I've seen it either way. I think it's completely random. So, I don't know. Really, I don't know. It is what it is. Now, every 5th day, there's what's called a blood moon. And I think it's every 5th day, I'm pretty sure. I know at least on day 5 you get your first blood moon. And a blood moon is when everybody decides they're going to attack you. So their goal here at the beginning is just so a lot of bad guys will come out of the portals and start attacking you. And they'll also bring some big nasty friends like big golem-y things and some flying creatures, and maybe not at the first blood moon, but eventually. And they all move very, very quickly, and they will wipe through your entire kingdom in a flash if you're not careful. And even if you are careful, a lot of times, you end up losing. Just in that first blood moon, it just becomes so brutal. And, Oh, see, random stuff in the forest. Look, we just found a whole bunch of money randomly in the forest. I love it. We found a camp going left. Like I said, it's completely random. What's what? Oh, this is a shrine. And, well, we'll talk about shrines in a bit, but primarily shrines give you bonuses. I think. I don't even know. I haven't looked it up. But as far as I'm going here, shrines will give you, oh, another camp and a trader. Okay, so let's talk about the trader. So first of all, let me hire these guys. Hire these guys first. Perfect. Now, the trader, it'll cost you 4 gold. And the trader, oh no, I've got enough money. Yes, so the trader will go to your town. We'll go to your kingdom, and we'll go to one of your tool stalls. They'll either go to the builder stall, they'll go to the farmer stall, like the farmer to the scythe stall, or the bow stall, and they'll restock everything within that stall. So it's a good early game. Oh man, I overextended my horse. So it's a good early game tactic is to make use of the trader, except for when he fills your building hammer stall, because that actually, you don't need that many builders. But right now we only have 2. I hope we still have 2, but we have two builders right now. Now, if he filled up our builder stall, we would get 4. And there's nothing we could do to stop that from happening. We can't go and remove hammers. We can't tell somebody to not be a builder anymore. It's just, that's what would automatically happen. Now, I'm kind of trying to herd these deer into our civilization. Sometimes it's a little tricky. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. So I got to kind of, there we go. See, there we go, and kind of herd them back, right? So they will run away from you, but then sometimes they'll just, if they're afraid of an archer, they'll come back through you again. So you kind of lure them into the archer, and then of course you take the money from the hunting, but whatever. Well, that wasn't bad. That was all right. We got at least another one there. Yeah, good money, good money. All right, so I'm spending a lot of time just explaining the game instead of playing it. But yeah, no, don't do it yet. It's becoming night. Don't build things at night, Rob. I have to remind myself all the time because I lose a lot of builders that way, and of course it just costs money. So yeah, the trader will come into town. Let's collect all this goodness. Yes, and we can actually upgrade our town now, I think. I think that's a good idea. I think we should do that. I think I'm going to have 3 builders. Oh, maybe that was a bad idea. I should have waited for the trader. Let's upgrade our town. I always forget to collect my taxes, too, because I get focused on doing other things. Let's upgrade our town, and this is about as far as we can bring our kingdom until we've actually hit that building, like I said at the beginning there, that we can use to upgrade our civilization to stone, because right now we only have the capability of wood. In other words, we can only build wood walls, and we can build wooden towers. And also now we can build catapults, and the catapults will go to your the wall that's on the outskirts of your town. So in other words, if we had a wall here, it would go here, and sit there and try and kill bad guys. Now, is it quirky and weird and not work half the time? All the time. It's terrible. It's terrible. But it's another little tiny piece of defense that may actually save you from dying. And you just have to understand how they work. So this is our best defended tower, for example, or our best defended wall, because we have a tower right beside the wall. Now, the next wall we build will not have a tower nearby. You have to have that funny looking rock that's underneath this tower in order for a tower to be built there. You can't just put stuff where you want it. It can only go in a very specific spot. So if we put that wall, if we build that next wall, it will not be defended by a tower. And if we build a catapult, the catapult won't stop at this tower, which is really easily defended. It will go to the next tower. So it looks like, and sometimes you don't get it. So it was nighttime there, but we didn't get attacked on the west side this time. They probably just got attacked on the east side. So next moon is a blood moon. So let's make sure that we beef up our defenses here. But first things first, well, oh, we can't upgrade that wall. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to get a whole bunch of people, because there's 3 camps this way. Make sure I do a little bit of walking so I don't overextend the horse. I hope I'm explaining this okay. I have to say that at the beginning when I first started playing this game, I thought, this is just a gimmick. I'm going to play it for half an hour and I'm not going to touch it again. I figured $10, maybe I'll play it for a couple hours and then that's it. And then I'll get my enjoyment out of it and feel fairly satisfied and then be done. But what's interesting is once you start to understand that there's a game here, It's not just, oh, my archers are going to do that because they have free will. No. They do things specifically based on what the programmer has told them to do. They will go to a certain wall at a certain time every night and do the exact same thing. It's very predictable. And once you understand the predictability of it, you understand that this is a puzzle game. This is a puzzle game. So we upgraded, I totally just did something and I didn't even talk about what I did there. So I upgraded that building. Let's go back to it really quickly. I know I'm kind of wasting time doing that, but I think it's important. Because if you're playing this and you're trying to learn how to play the game. So this building was wood. We spent, I think, 9 gold on it and turned it into stone. And that makes it so that we can actually build stone buildings in our kingdom. So that's really, really key. So now we can have stone walls and we can have stone towers. And of course, stone towers will allow more than one archer, which is really, really key to, of course, extending our life once things get a little hairy. Is it the blood moon yet? I don't think it's a blood moon yet. No. Generally, when there's a blood moon, there is bad... Oh, actually, it's too dark. I think we'll just wait. Maybe it is going to be a blood moon. Maybe this... It's weird, because all of our archers are standing outside the walls, so I don't think it's actually nighttime yet. I don't know. Oh, what did the... Now, see, this is where things get really awesome. When the trader comes in, this is why the trader's really good to use at the beginning of the game, because each one of those sites would have cost us 5 gold, but we only spent 4 gold on the trader, and we got 20 gold worth of stuff. That, to me, is great economics, but it's completely random. He could have just done bows, which means we would have got 8 gold worth of stuff, or he could have given us hammers, which would have been, what, 15 gold worth of stuff? Is that right? No, 3 times 4, 12 gold worth of stuff. So it's a good investment in any scenario, but you don't want to have too many guys with hammers, otherwise it's just a poor use of your resources. Okay, so let's build some catapults. Now, catapults are driven by your builders. Your builders will actually manage your catapults. And I am not going to build this wall. So... When I first started playing this game, I would have built this wall. And I'm not going to for the reason I've already explained, because, oh, it is a blood moon. See? Red moon. Okay. Yeah, so lots of bad guys are going to come, and they're going to come hard. They're going to attack this place like crazy. Now, it's usually after the blood moon is finished. Now, see, our builders have built the catapults. They are taking the catapults to the walls where they're going to prepare them to be able to launch stuff. And remember, they will take them to the outermost wall that we have available to us. So, oh, yeah, see, this is what happens. This is what happens. It could have been worse. I think I was talking instead of managing things the way I should have. I didn't build up my towers. I didn't build up my walls anymore. So, you know, it is what it is, right? There we go. Okay, so we lost a whole bunch of guys. Now, you'll notice they went neutral. So you don't actually lose people. Well, you do later on, actually. Later on, little creatures will come, and they fly, and then they pick up your guys, and they go bye-bye. And they get eaten. But at least at this point in the game, they don't disappear. You can just go and buy them again, except they get kind of mixed in with everybody else and kind of tricky to... That's okay. You know what? It looked like it was a terrible disaster, but it was all right. That's fine. But we do need to build up our defenses on this side, so we are going to beef up this tower. We're going to beef up this wall once we get some builders on it, for sure. Maybe we'll go get another builder too as well. And we should probably build up this wall too. Let's go get our taxes because we're broke. But yeah, we lost a lot there. If you think about how many of those guys were bowmen, and each one of those bows cost 2 gold, and the bad guys just literally just walked away with all of those bows, and technically all of that money, which is terrible. Okay, so let's start consolidating our resources, and we need to get more people too as well. So yeah, we just need lots and lots of money, but what I really want right now is this land right here, because this is where we're going to do some farming, and I'm kind of hoping that doesn't look like there's going to be a place that I can build another wall over here. Oh, right here. Oh, this is the nearest wall. Oh, that's terrible. Is there another one? So I will actually bypass places that I can... So you can only build walls on these little mounds, but I will bypass mounds to find a better place, like near a tower or something. You know, because... Yeah, it doesn't look like there's just anything nearby. Nothing. See, ideally you want a wall and a tower together. So this isn't bad. If I had a fully upgraded tower here, we could defend that wall no problem. And that may end up being what we have to do. But I'm just trying to take a look and see if there's anything else better. It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it at all. So it's going to be hard to defend that left side. And building the next wall is not necessarily the answer. I think we need to think about this just a little bit more carefully. Ah, poor horsey. And you know, I was looking at the trailer for this game, and yeah, I didn't even realize that your character could be different races, and your horse could be different colors, and you could have a different colored cape, and I didn't even realize that. At least I think that's what I saw from the trailer. Maybe I'm wrong there, but it looked like you could have all variety, and it's completely random as far as I know. Whether or not you get a queen or a king, and what you're wearing, and again, your crown, because I'm wearing a tiara this time, and I am sure that I had a crown last time. So, did I mention, oh yeah, I haven't really mentioned how you lose the game. So, you lose the game when you lose your crown. The bad guys will come and knock you off your horse, well, bump you on your horse, and your crown goes bouncing off. They will take your crown, and yeah, you lose the game. You lose the game if they take your crown. Okay, so let's get some archers going here, and let's see if we have enough to beef up this wall. This is a bad time to beef it up anyway. We shouldn't be doing that. Not right now because it's nighttime. Ooh, I wonder if I can take some of these guys before the bad guys come. Oh, it's going to be tight. So if the bad guys come, we just lost 2 gold because they will take the gold from those 2 guys that I just collected. So it's fun, but you have to understand how the game works and understand that it's just a game. The archers don't do anything. Like, they only do what the programming has told them to do. They will go to the outermost wall and stand there at night, and when it's not nighttime, they will go outside the wall and go hunting, and that's it. And then when it's nighttime again, they'll come back to the closest wall and then guard it. That's it. It's really quite simple, and it's the same with builders. Builders will only build whatever they've been told to build whenever you tell them to build it. If you tell them to build a wall in the outskirts of town in the middle of the night, that's exactly what they're going to do. And once you get all that, it all starts to make sense. Okay, so we really need to get some farmland. Look at all, we got all these farmers. We're not using them. I'm just talking instead of actually doing stuff. All right, so let's go get our taxes as soon as that's ready. Okay, so it's, I don't know my Roman numerals very well, but I think we're on day 7 now. I'm pretty sure it's day 7. So we have 3 more days before the next blood moon. So yeah, we need to make some money. So we need to get farming. This would be the easiest farmland right here. I wonder if this is a good place for a wall. Oh, right here. Oh, perfect. Yeah, the downside is because if I take down this tree, this camp goes away. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I do have some money, so let's go get these 2 guys too as well. Okay, and then I guess we'll build left because these camps are just so awesome. And we're really well defendable on the left side. Eventually we do need to expand because the goal is to destroy the portals where the bad guys come out of. So let's go get some money. Money! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! There we go. Hopefully we get some taxes from these guys as they hunt too as well while we're out here. And I guess if we have to build a wall without a tower, you know, that's what we'll do because we need this farmland right here. This right here is what we need. I'm actually going to get them building that right now. I guess we'll put the tower down right now too, might as well. And yeah, see, if I put this wall down, the catapult's gonna move forward and it's not gonna be defended by the tower, but whatever. You know, it is what it is. We don't have any choice, we've got to do it. The next wall is right here. Okay, so I don't like doing that at all. Okay, hopefully we have enough builders to get all that built before things go sour. Here they come, they're building away. All right, so let them go, and let's go see if we can collect some taxes from our other guys on the other side. We need to get these farmers working, so that's why we're doing that. Let's go see if we can get some taxes from our hunters here. Horsey is tired. Tired horsey. Oh, no money. Oh man, we are broke. That's not good. Ooh, man. And what's funny is once you start to expand, right, it takes longer and longer and longer to get from the east to the west side or the west to the east side. So it actually becomes more challenging because by the time you get from west to east side, sometimes it takes an entire day collecting taxes and working all the way across, trying to fix things and make things work. See, the catapult's moving forward. See, and this wall is not as strong as our last wall. And of course, we need money to make it better. Now, this is some farmland that our guys can come to start working. Now, the problem is they will... Okay, so they're going to work the land, and then at night, they go back to the kingdom center. They'll go back to the center of the kingdom. Now, if I want them to stay out here sort of stay near this area, I have to upgrade this to the next thing, but it's really expensive. It's like 9 gold to upgrade to the next thing. So yeah. And what I mean by that is they will stay out here in this area rather than go all the way back to the center of the kingdom, like to the palace here. And they'll sort of kind of stay close to it once we upgrade it. But yeah, that's not going to happen right away. So it looks like we've actually built this outer wall. See how this is bad? Yeah, I did not time this well. We're going to lose all of our archers here. We're going to lose all of our archers because I didn't play the game well. Now, if you were just playing this game, you would be so frustrated by this. You'd be like, oh my god, why is this happening? Oh, actually, that wasn't bad at all. I thought we were going to lose way more. And actually, we still have a bow there. See the bow on the ground? So once I actually convert this guy back to our cause, he will actually go pick up that bow. So normally the bad guys will run off with the bows and stuff. I guess the bad guys just aren't that bad right now. So that's good. So we essentially only lost 1 gold there, which is all right. Is it already 30 minutes? I can't believe I've been playing this 30 minutes already. Honestly, I think I've sat down to play this at least 3-4 hours straight already in one session. And I feel like I could just keep playing it and playing it and playing it and playing it. It's so much fun, especially once you start to get your kingdom built up really nicely. It gets really, 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 really fun. But challenging too, because that's when you're trying to destroy the portals, and to destroy the portals, you have to build all these knights and stuff that have to go out and destroy them. And of course, when and if you destroy a portal, take that money. Take it! Take it! Yes, there we go. Go collect that bow. See, he's gonna go collect that bow. So, and when you destroy a portal, it unleashes, pardon my French, but it unleashes hell on your kingdom. It's a terribly destructive thing to do, but you need to do it in order to win the game. So you destroy the portal, everything comes out and tries to just wipe through your entire kingdom. And a lot of times it does. Okay, so they are farming. Now, as of course they start to harvest some of those crops, we will start to make some serious cashola from them. Yes, you're basically a lord, and you've got land, and you're defending it, and you make money from your people. It's actually really, 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 really fun, guys. Anyway, guys, if you want to see more of this on the channel, let me know. I would love to do more. It does get really, really cool. But like I said at the beginning, it can kind of drag on a little bit, but there's never a moment that I have not enjoyed playing this game. So if you want to see more, let me know. If not, let me know, and I would love to know your opinion, the opinion of the people who have actually played this game and had some success with it, because I still find that I haven't really made it to a point where I would say that I won. Well, of course, I think there is a clear winning. I think you can clearly win this game, but I don't know what that looks like. I think, because I've destroyed portals on both sides and still not won the game. So I don't know what it means to actually win this game and if it's possible. And I've lost it lots. I have actually, of course, totally crashed and burned many, many times. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this first look at Kingdom Nothing Lasts. And we will see you next time. Take care.